We are underway here in game two as this is swing and a miss for strike one. Christopher leading off. One and one. Hallie Foley pitching for the Grenadiers. That misses low, 2-1. Foley on the season, 4-4 record, a 2.02 ERA in 41 2/3 pitched. And Christopher is on with a leadoff walk.
Now batting third baseman number 6, Warren Spears.
Spears bunts foul for strike one. The 0-1 pitch from Foley shows bunt, gets it down. Zink's going to charge fire. That'll be a 5-4 put out on the sacrifice bunt, one away, and Christopher moves up to second.
Number 16, Sierra Duncan.
Yeah, action early for Shawnee State. Runner in scoring position early in this one. Sierra Dunnigan up. That misses. 1-1. Dunnigan, the catcher. The chance to give Shawnee State an early lead.
The 1-1 sent into left center field, and the catch is going to be made with a sliding catch there by
It's Kendall Brown out there.
Kendall Brown out there in center field. 2 outs. Nice defensive play there by Kendall. She's done it more with the bat so far this weekend, but a nice sliding catch there in center.
That'll bring up Mackenzie Hale, the first baseman.
Counts even, 1-1. Two and one.
Hallie Foley coming in with a 15th appearance, 5th start, 2.02 ERA.
It's high, 3-1. Popped up. Let's stay in play. No, it's back behind us. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string there. The strikeout ends the inning. We move to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Josie Lemons leads it off here for the Grenadiers in the bottom of the first. And is ahead as that one misses for ball one. Genevieve Espinoza is in the circle for the Bears, a 1.4 ERA and a 3-0 record. So only making her third start of the season and 7th appearance overall. So limited work, but she's been very effective so far this season. 3-0 to Lemons. You don't want to put her on for free and have her, with her speed, cause a lot of havoc on the base paths.
Espinoza striking out about a batter an inning as well. Not a ton of walks. This is a little out of the norm.
There's a strike on a 3-0 count.
Lemons DPing in the first one. Playing left field in game 2.
And there is a walk. So a good start here offensively for IU Southeast. They get their leadoff batter, their speedster on. And Brinley Bennett, who had 3 hits in game 1, will be batting here with a runner on.
Interested to see. Josie likes to run early in the count, but Brinley likes to swing early. So
A little hit and run.
Yeah, we'll see.
Popped up instead. The catch will be made by Tom for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 19, Autumn Ulstrom.
So Ulstrom will be the batter, homered in game 1, out to center. A ball that just kept carrying. Runner goes. That's going to be an easy stolen base for Lemons. And now a runner in scoring position for Ulstrom. Stolen base number 21 on the season. She's 21 for 22 now. Inside, 2-0 to Ulstrom. There's a strike. Two-one pitch. Hit into left center field and gone. Another home run for Autumn Ulstrom. 2-0 Grenadiers. At this point, I just don't know what to say.
Unbelievable.
A rocket out to left center this time. Home run number 9. And her 50th RBI of the season. 49 and 50.
Something like that. I don't know. I lost count.
I believe we're up to 50. And that's why you don't want to put a base runner on in front of Ulstrom, because all of a sudden you're down a couple runs. Aaron Templeman bats and takes ball 1. Up and in, 2-0. And that is the first home run Espinoza's allowed on the season. There's a strike.
There's a lot of pitchers in this league that's given up a home run to Autumn Ulstrom.
2-1 pitch. Spins away from that one, 3-1. That may have been ball 4. She pops it up into foul territory. Tom ranges over, makes the catch, 2 outs.
Now batting the third baseman, number 8, Macy Zink.
Now Zink. Ball 1. That hitter. So Zink will be aboard.
Now batting the center fielder, number
And
6,
Kendall Brown will be the batter with 2 away.
It's the 9th hit by pitch by Macy so far this year.
I just feel like she's been hit a lot in her career.
I was looking up career stats the other day. I believe she's close to 30 hit by pitches since she's
That
been
checks
here.
out. Strike 1. To Brown. That's off the plate, 1-1. That's a strike on the inside corner, 1-2. Two and 2. Hammered foul. The 2-2 pitch is low, 3-2.
Yeah, another excellent at-bat from Kendall so far today. Carried over into game 2.
And there's ball 4.
now batting the DP, number 15.
You said it in game 1. I mean, it seems like she's definitely flipped the switch here offensively and has been able to put together some really good at-bats. Her eye has been much better here as of late and seems to have a lot more confidence. And the inning will continue now for Macy Warner, the designated player. Strike 1, 2 on, 2 out here.
Macy Warner, who had a pair of hits yesterday and a perfect game. Pretty okay day at the yard, I would imagine.
Pretty solid day for the freshman from Evansville. Sent into left and carrying back at the track, and it's gone. Macy Warner makes it 5-0.
Pitchers who rake.
And that's Warner's first collegiate home run. So she gets on the board. And the Grenadiers very early here have struck for 5 runs on a couple of home runs here in the first.
We saw Macy come very close to a home run yesterday.
That's right.
Doubling off the wall. So she's seeing the ball like a beach ball right now.
That's now 2 home runs that I didn't think were going to get out today. The first one by Olstrom and then this one by Warner, but they both just kept carrying and right out. Now Roman. Strike 1. One and 2. Popped over to second, and that'll end the inning as Hawes makes the catch. But a 2-run home run by Olstrom and a 3-run home run by Macy Warner have given the Grenadiers a 5-0 lead after 1. After a 5-run first inning, top of the second here for Hallie Foley, she's staked to a 5-0 lead. Lockwood will be the batter, the left fielder. Shows bunt, pulls it back, ball 1. There's a strike. Lockwood, Espinoza, and Tom, 5, 6, 7, due up for the Bears here in the second. Back to Foley. Throws over to Bennett. 1 out.
Now batting the pitcher, number 27, Genevieve Espinoza.
Espinoza, the pitcher, will step in. One and 1 to Espinoza. She's a .375 batter. Her 9th at bat of the year. She's got a couple of runs scored. And that one is shot into left, and a diving, sliding catch there by Lemons in left, 2 away. Picks it off the turf. Nice play out there by the freshman Lemons. Strike 1 to Tom. One and one. That's high, 2-1. Fly ball into center. Brown is there. Range is over. Makes the catch and ends the inning. A 1-2-3 inning. Foley sends them down in order. We move to the bottom of the second. 5-0 IU Southeast. Nine 1-2 due up in the second for IU Southeast. It'll start with Izzy Wright. Second baseman. Take strike 1. Doesn't chase, 1-1. The pitch on the outside corner, 1-2. Grounder back to Espinoza. She makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting left fielder number 32, Josie Lemons.
Back to the top of the order in Lemons.
Lemons made that great play in left field, sliding on her knees to make a catch. Now gets another opportunity. Walked, stole second, scored on the Autumn Olstrom home run. First time up.
Takes ball 1.
This Grenadier offense has absolutely found themselves the last couple of weeks or so.
And it's all throughout the lineup, particularly we've talked about the lower third.
Yeah.
Really able to cash in with base runners on. And Lemons was ahead here, 2-0.
Feels like early in the year it was either the pitching or the offense, but both seeming to gel here or at the right time.
And that is low, 3-0. There's a walk.
Now batting the first baseman, number 38, Brindley Bennett.
Now Brindley Bennett. Runner goes. That's fouled back for strike 1.
Lemons had that base easily. Not sure if that was a hit and run or not. But we kind of alluded to that in the first inning. Something they could put on here with the contact of Bennett.
That missed. It's 1-1.
Lemons trying to bait a throw down.
Right. And I wonder how many pitches it's going to take for Lemons to take off again. I don't think it'll be too long. Foul ball. Fouled off the opposite way, still 1-2. Olstrom on deck. One out here in the second. Grenadiers trying to add on here after a 5-run first. And that was a hit and run, but Bennett fouls that off.
Yeah, on 2 strikes, got to swing at anything close, especially there. Nice job making contact, battling here. 4 foul balls in the at-bat.
The 1-2. Pulled foul.
Oh, that definitely went off the top of a car down there.
Pulled it way foul and into the parking lot. Runner goes again.
Win this, Brent, win it.
Josie's got to be saying, okay, I've had enough.
The good thing about Lemons is she's so fast. About a stamina over there.
And she's young.
That's right, freshman. Everybody's just kind of laughing down there.
The 1-2 pitch. And that'll be a strikeout. Lemons advances to second.
Now batting the right fielder, number 19, Autumn Olstrom.
And Olstrom will have a opportunity with a runner in scoring position.
And that's actually a very smart play by Brindley, because since first base was occupied there,
She's out
she's
anyway.
out anyway. But if you run, they can still throw it. Maybe
And
throwing error or something
exactly.
like that. But
That's a Bedford North Lawrence education right there. Is what that is.
yeah. You wonder in this at bat, Steven, do they even give anything near the strike zone?
I mean, I wouldn't, but I'm surprised she's had opportunities throughout the conference season at this point.
That's true. Making a excellent case for back-to-back player of the years in the conference. You wonder, you know, how could she match the year from last year, but he's right on pace. .23 career home runs now, I believe. Might check my
That
math
sounds
on
right.
that one.
That sounds right. And again, and done in a season and 3 quarters.
Yeah.
And there's a walk. The ball gets away. Lemons will head to third on the wild pitch. And they're runners at the corners now for Aaron Templeman. Runner goes. They bluff a throw to second, throw down to third. Lemons dives back. So Olstrom will get a stolen base there.
Yeah. Not the most graceful slide into third base by Josie, but
No,
safe nonetheless.
you just got to get back on the bag. 2-0.
If my stats don't deceive me, that's stolen base number 2 on the year for Olstrom.
Five-tool player. The 2-1 to Templeman. Good eye there, 3-1.
Yeah. Looked like a pretty good pitch. But we don't have the best view up here.
And there's a walk, so they're loaded.
Now batting at third baseman number 8, Macy Zook.
Ball 1 to Zink. Two and 0.
It's interesting. You look at the stat line here, Steven. Grenadiers 5 runs on just 2 hits. Those 2 hits, both home runs. So Shawnee State giving the Grenadiers base runners, and they're taking advantage.
That's on the inside corner, a strike. That's a one-hopper off the glove of Tom. And a couple of runs will score. And that scorcher to the shortstop. She knocked it down, but sent it into center field. 2 runs are in, and it's 7-0. I'm assuming we're calling that a single.
Yeah, that ball was scorched.
Now Kendall Brown. After this conference in the circle. Two runs in here. In the second, a 7-0 lead as Espinoza tries to get out of this inning without surrendering any more runs. Brown has other ideas. Got a piece of that on a healthy swing. 1-1. Fly ball into right center. Long run for the center fielder. She makes the catch, does Christopher, to end the inning, but two more runs in and a two-run single by Macy Zink after two complete at 7-0 IU Southeast. Eight, 9, and 1 due up here in the third for Shawnee State. It'll start with Gracie McCullough, the designated player, who's a freshman from Chillicothe, Ohio. She takes ball one from Foley, who now has some breathing room with a 7-0 lead.
Chillicothe, home of the baseball conference tournament.
Spent many days in Chillicothe.
Yes, yes. We'll be back there in T-minus a month or so.
Yep. A little less. There's a strike.
This is always a fun time of year. Start to wind down conference play as that's grounded over to Zink. Nice play on the hop over to first. Really, really nice play. But always a fun time of the year as conference play is winding down. Starting to kind of get a feel for who's going to be in the conference tournaments. Start to look at some matchups. Grenadiers in great position to be at the top of that seeding. Still some time to go, though.
Now Wolfenbarker, the right fielder, she takes strike one from Foley. One and one. Grounder. That's going to be a backhand by Foley, who fires over, 2 outs.
Now batting center fielder number 11, Jenna Christopher.
That's what Hallie does so well, is such good off-speed stuff that it just has hitters off balances, gets a lot of weak contact. Really not somebody that's going to strike a ton of batters out, but just really thrives off weak contact.
And that's a liner in the center field. That'll be a 2-out single for Christopher.
Now batting third baseman number 6, Lawrence Spears.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Stephen, but I believe Christopher has all of their hits so far
I
today.
believe that's true.
A nice day for Christopher, the center fielder.
Now Spears takes ball 1. Popped up. Zink ranges over, makes the catch, and ends the inning. We move to the bottom of the third, 7-0 Grenadiers. New pitcher for the Bears, Amariah Horner, will be in the circle, and she will face designated player Macy Warner here to start the third. Homered, hit a 3-run home run, her first collegiate long ball in her previous at bat. Takes ball 1.
New pitcher, Horner, a 3.53 ERA in 37 2/3 innings pitched. 42 strikeouts to 12 walks. Has the second most innings on the team.
I thought they might go to her as the Game 2 starter. That wasn't the case. It was Espinoza. She falls behind here 3-0.
Espinoza stays in the game, goes to first base.
And that's that's a strike, rather. That is in there, a strike. 3-1 to Warner.
I believe that. Takes Mackenzie Hale out of the game. I will double check on that.
Chopped foul. Full count. Sent into center. That will fall and be a single for Warner. So the leadoff batter's on here in the third.
33, Cassie Roman.
She's definitely started to find her bat as well recently, and a multi-hit game here for Warner.
Yeah, Warner came in today hitting 400 on the dot. So a couple of hits today. It's Grace Stapleton. running
Grace
at first
Stapleton,
base.
yep, runs at first.
Number 27, Grace Stapleton.
Cassie Roman, the batter. That's a strike to start off Roman. Fake a throw down to first base to check on Stapleton.
Stapleton is 2 for 2 in stolen base opportunities.
Tie 1-1.
Dual sport athlete is Stapleton, member of the women's basketball team. Led the conference in three-point percentage and turns around and starts playing softball.
The pitch. Grounder to short, bobbled, flipped on, not in time. Stapleton slides in ahead of the throw.
Number 25, Izzy Wright.
And that error is going to put runners at first and second with no one out. Didn't field that one cleanly, and the underhand throw to second base wasn't in time to catch the speedy Stapleton. And now Izzy Wright will have a chance here with runners on. Nobody out. Will she bunt? Shows bunt, pulls it back, 1-0.
That's what we've seen from the Grenadiers so far today is they've really tried to lay their foot on the gas on these opportunities, scoring early and just continue to put the pedal to the metal. Put pressure on Shawnee State.
It's inside, 2-0. And
The runner at second left early.
really? So that'll be the first out of the inning. As the umpires will confer. It'll be a 2-0 count to Wright. And Wright sends one into right center. A long run for Christopher, but she makes the catch. 2 outs.
Now batting the left fielder, number 32, Josie.
What an odd play there out at second. I wasn't watching Grace, so I don't know if she left early or not, but it doesn't really matter what our opinion is. Umpire saw it, called her out, and what looked like a promising rally might go by the wayside here. Top of the order up, though, in Lemons. She takes strike one.
I mean, effectively, the error is now erased.
Correct.
The fielder's choice. That runner would have been out at second had it been fielded cleanly. So just like that, right back where we started, really. So Lemons, third plate appearance in 3 innings.
Josie bunts that foul, 1-2. Fouls it off the opposite way, 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2. Chopper to short. Tom Fields fires. That's a nice play there to beat the speedy Lemons. And in the inning, we move to the fourth, 7-0 IU Southeast. Top of the fourth here in New Albany, still 7-0 Grenadiers. And Dunnigan, the batter. Two 2-0. That's ripped into left center field and will roll all the way to the wall. That'll be a double. And there's a little bit of life for the Shawnee State dugout. Horner, the batter. That's a strike.
Horner came in to pitch, replacing Mackenzie Hale, who was at first base.
Foul tipped. Strike 2.
Yeah, that double really about the only ball that's been hit really hard by Shawnee State so far today.
Grounder to short. Roman looks the runner back, fires across, 1 out.
as fundamentally sound as you can see right there.
Now Lexi Lockwood. The one out. Shows bunt. That goes foul. Tie 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Chopped foul.
Yeah, not sure even getting a bat on that one. Just kind of stuck it out there, fouled it off.
I think with the exception of that last double, I mean, really, Shawnee State's not been able to square much up with Foley here so far.
No.
That she's really caused them some issues with all of her off-speed stuff.
It's just such a change of pace from the first game with Madison Wathen throwing just heat. And then Hallie comes in and does not.
Blooped into left. That'll be a fair ball. So a single puts runners at the corners with one out.
Could not place that any better.
That's a good piece of hitting there.
Shawnee State looking for their first run of the day.
Is this 17?
It's Genevieve Espinoza.
It is Espinoza?
Yeah,
Okay.
came into first base.
Okay, so she's still in the game at first. Lockwood with a nice opposite field little single, good piece of hitting after a good battle. Wins it. And Espinoza swings and misses for strike one. Grounder to Zink. She goes across. For out number 2, runner moves up. Lockwood does to second.
Now batting the shortstop number 18, Allison Tom.
Now Tom.
Nice job by Zink recognizing that ball was hit too slowly to turn a double play, so made sure the runner went back to third and threw a nice ball over to first for the out.
Ball one. The 1-1 pitch. It's high. 2-1. Lifted into left. Lemons is there, makes the catch and ends the inning. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Still 7-0 Grenadiers.
No runs.
Bennett leads off the fourth. Bennett, Olstrom, and Aaron Templeman do up here against Horner in relief for Shawnee State. Strike one to Bennett.
Grenadiers looking to play insurance, see if they can put together their fourth straight run rule victory of the weekend.
That
That
is
was a good start.
a liner into left center. Bennett with a big turn, bobbled out there in center, and that'll be a leadoff double for Brindley Bennett.
Went down to get that one, roped it into left center. Good day for Bennett so far today. And again, you just wonder if there is a strike thrown in this at-bat.
Not so far. 2-0.
It's funny, we always say make somebody else beat you, but the Grenadier lineup doing a great job of everybody else beating them.
3-0. And there's ball 4.
Now batting the catcher number 7, Aaron Templeman. Now pinch runner number 22, Quinn Cunningham.
So Templeman the batter. Inside ball 1. That's hammered into left and gone. 10-0 Grenadiers on Aaron Templeman's home run. Home run number 4 on the season for her. And it's 10-0.
Now batting your third baseman number 8, Macy Zink.
Strike 1 to Zink.
So that old adage, make somebody else beat you, Steven, I believe that's what you call beating them.
Yep.
As this team is clicking on all cylinders right now.
Two and 1 to Zink. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Popped up and out of play. 5 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second. Grenadiers did not score in the third, though they had runners at first and second. And then a 3-run home run here in the fourth by Aaron Templeman has made it a 10-0 game. Grounder up the middle. That's a base hit for Macy Zink, her second hit.
Now batting the center fielder, number 6, Kendall Brown.
And so far, I would say this is probably the most complete weekend that the Grenadiers have put together this season.
Yeah,
They've
I'm not sure it's relatively close, to be honest with you.
popped up. Nice play by the catcher there. 1 out.
Batting the DP, number 15, Macy Warner.
Macy Warner will bat. But the Grenadiers put together so far dominant pitching performances over the 4 games. The offense throughout the lineup has produced, and then great defensive plays around the field. 3 shutouts, looking for 4. And this was sort of a statement doubleheader for the Grenadiers when you have one of the top teams in the opposite division. You played Rio Grande and split with them a weekend ago. Now you've got Shawnee State at home. This is exactly what the Grenadiers wanted to do, is put together a dominant performance, and so far they've done that. There's a grounder over to first, 2 away as Warner grounds out.
Now batting shortstop,
Over to third, rather.
Cassie Roman.
I mean, a statement, I think, is the best way of putting that. You come in here and we're talking about how closely, evenly matched these teams are. Then you turn around and 5-inning run rule first game, on the brink of doing that once more. This domination this weekend from the Grenadiers.
Now Roman with 2 away. Strike 1.
What is it, like 36-0 this weekend? Outscoring their opponents, something like that.
I think it is 36-0, yep.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Grounded foul.
I mean, they've only given up 6 hits this weekend. I'd say that'll play.
That will play, and then you got to do it one more time next weekend as the Grenadiers go to IUPUC and then St. Mary of the Woods.
Yeah. IUPUC playing good ball. St. Mary of the Woods, always tough to play there.
Before returning home the following weekend, there is a game against Georgetown scheduled on the following Tuesday, the 16th.
Yeah.
But returning home for senior weekend against Brescia on Friday in Oakland City on Saturday to wrap up the home portion of the schedule.
Of course, still got that midway doubleheader lingering somewhere in the future. Again, like we said, scheduled for that Tuesday, but closer we get, the unlikely
Doesn't look like
the chances
anybody's
become increasingly unlikely to play there.
Doesn't look like anybody's playing anything Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday next week. Foul back. That's what we've seen here throughout most of March. Is during the week it's rained and played havoc on the midweek schedule for both the baseball and the softball teams.
And April showers, they always say, and we have seen that so far.
Fouled off, and that might be in the parking lot.
Well, yeah, it is. Off of somebody's car. A little one-hopper off the hood.
1-2 pitch.
Good hold.
2-2. Popped up. Will it stay in play? Running over and dropped by the third baseman over there. So Roman will stay alive.
Yeah, a little tough area over there because you got the fence and then the dugout, so you're trying to maneuver your way through there. Probably a play that should have been made. But
3-2. Pitch. Lifted into left.
oh my, what a play.
And a diving catch out there in left. What a great play to end the inning and send us to the fifth. Aaron Templeman 3-run home run has made it 10-0 after 4. Gracie McCullough leads off the fifth for Shawnee State, as they will have to scratch across a few runs here to keep this game going. Allie Foley, 3 outs away from her 5th win. Two and 0.
Would be complete game number 2 for Hallie.
Fly ball into center. Brown takes a couple steps back, makes the catch, 1 out.
Now batting the fielder, number 8, Brittany Wolfenberger, Harvard.
Brittany Wolfenbarger will be the batter. 1 out. Strike 1. And
I believe they're re-entering Autumn in right field.
1-1. That's a great pitch there by Foley, 1-2. Oh, and a nice running catch on a pop-up that would look like it was going to go over the head of Izzy Wright. Able to grab it for out number 2.
Yeah, great read. Stuck the glove out at the perfect time. Excellent play.
And Shawnee State is down to their final out. Strike 1.
Christopher.
Back to the top of the order in Christopher. About off.
Strike away now. Christopher, been a tough out today.
The pitch. Strike 3 looking, and it's a shutout for Hallie Foley and the Grenadiers. A 10-0 win and a sweep of Shawnee State. 4 straight shutouts for IU Southeast over the weekend. And they will move now to 24-11, 18-2 in league play. Shawnee State is now 21-5 and 13-5 in conference play. Espinoza falls to 3-1. Homers for Ulstrom and Templeman and Macy Warner. And a complete performance by IU Southeast. So for Logan Stevens, I'm Stephen Oots saying good afternoon from New Albany, where IU Southeast has swept Shawnee State here in River State's conference action.